All right, we are 2 races down, launching straight into race number 3. This is a Class 5 over the 1,400 metres here, headed by Majestic Endeavour. Third last time out behind Never Better from barrier 1, gets barrier 11 this time round. Good runner's way, Class 5 for the first time for him, as it is for Love Chunghwa and Yi Chong Lucky. Exponents, a last start winner over the 1,200 on the dirt. Sure win. Runner-up, course and distance last time out behind Never Better. Michael Chang and Joe Moreira teaming up once more. Leisured Fate behind Never Better as well. Rolled forwards last time out, he's got barrier 10, and down to Massive Power from barrier 14. Just a mark of 10, but that's double what we was on 3 starts back. Investor Boom has been up at Chungfa twice in actual fact in the last month.
Yeah, there's 3 up front here that could be vying for the lead. Dragon Regiment, he's got the blinkers going back on. He had them in a trial at Happy Valley and he seemed to enjoy those blinkers, did Dragon Regiment. Leisured Feet win a slashing race at over 100 to 1 last start. Massive Power's languishing on a rating at the moment of 10, but he's got some pace. Wouldn't surprise me if they opt to go forward and sit a bit closer to the rail with Majestic Endeavour as well.
Exponents, Me Choi, what a marvel he is. First up on the dirt, $8 it was early, drifted out to 21 to 1 and clearly got the cash first up. Now he comes onto the turf, he continues to move well in the morning, he's drawn well. Sure win. Joe Moreira jumps aboard this horse. This is a nice piece of work with Joe on, and last start was his best effort so far behind Never Better, who was actually the horse Joe won on. So Joe must have seen him flashing late and called up the next day. And in the process, he's jumped off this, Money Marshall, who ran second at his last start behind Doctor's Delight. So I just wonder whether that was a pre-booking or whether he would have preferred to ride it than Money Marshall. You can live and work that out yourself, perhaps.
Yeah, trying to get all the balls in the air at one time. We'll start off with Yi Chong Lucky. Yi Chong Baby was very impressive at Happy Valley midweek. Yi Chong Lucky down the straight last time. So
we call you Yi Chong Lejeune, I think.
Yeah, up 400 metres here.
He settled well back in this race, but you can see him there in the purple cap. He's sort of behind the top half dozen here. Just runs about a bit inside the 150, but really hit the line quite nicely last start. Zach Purton jumping on board as well.
Yep. Down in class, Zach aboard, certainly creates a bit of interest. It's Class 5, you can look at a few of them and get sore eyes, but yeah, he goes in.
All right, what about Sure Win? Majestic Endeavour included here and Leisured Feet. Majestic Endeavour, of course, gets the £10 off for Alfie Chan too.
He does, but he's drawn out in barrier number 11 and he can take some vigorous riding in the early stages to get forward. I did tip him to last start, but I'm going to stay away from him on this occasion. I'm going to throw Sure Win. I thought Sure Win in. I think this run here with Peter Ho aboard was a good effort.
Yeah, it was a good effort. He was a bit all over the place in the straight, but once he got focused and he charged late, you can see Majestic Endeavour there on the inside. He was actually on the quick backup as well to Majestic Endeavour, so it wasn't a bad race.
It wasn't, but he had gate 1 on that occasion as opposed to 2 ones this time, barrier 11.
All right, I think Money Marshall we can have a look at now. This is finishing second over the mile. Joe was on this occasion, but as you mentioned, Derek Long takes over.
And we saw the replay before with Never Better and Sure Win coming through on his inside. So Joe would have seen that. And obviously he's ridden this horse here for second placing. So, yeah, you can make of it what you will, which way he's gone. You can see he just shifted in under pressure there. He is down to a rating of 24, but he has the good barrier. I think he's hard to leave out.
He went up to win on this occasion. I thought Doctor's Delight fought back. I sort of question his heart a little bit.
Yeah, fair point.
All right, well, our favourites here is Sure Win. Have we covered the main winning chances there, do you think, Brett?
I'm not quite sure, Andrew. It's Class 5, maybe. I'll tell you after. 12, 9, 4, 3. They're the 4 I've thrown in. Which one wins, I'm not sure. But I thought Money Marshall, he had gate 11 last start. He's got 1 this time, so that might be the difference. Blinkers back on to focus him a little bit more, as you mentioned, Tom, in the finish and at the start. Sure Win's the big danger. Yi Chong Lucky. And Love Chunghwa, he always runs on well. There'll be some pace here, and he hasn't been to Sha Tin since Noah was a boy. So I'm going to throw him in as a bit of value as well. Wasn't that long ago, it was only February, actually.
I'll go with one in this race, Majestic Endeavour. Alfie Chan, £10 claim. He might opt to roll forward and sit a little bit closer to the speed here from that wider stall. Hopefully he can get a clear run. Sportsmaster goes in. His effort last time out wasn't bad behind Starlight, Sure Win and Money Marshall. But as I said, I question his heart a little bit. 1, 5, 9 and 12. All
right, very similar for me. I have included, though, Love Chunghwa down into Class 5 for the first time. Yeah. His 2 wins have been over the 1,200, but this is Class 5, as we said before. All right, 3 races down. The feature races 6 and 8 on the programme. Short break for us. Back with a 4th right after this.